We're going to head to the Northwest Division. What a turnaround for the Templeton Eagles. Last year, they won just one game. Tonight, they hosted a playoff game as the top seed from the Northern League. The Eagles putting out the welcome mat for the Heritage Christian Warriors from Northridge. 3 minutes into the game, Templeton's Jordan Bernal, the lefty, tosses to Bryson Messer. First and goal inside the 5. Then Bernal gives it to Michael Capelli. Benny Capelli. 7-0 Templeton. Halfway through the first quarter, Bernal hands off to Christian Hauser. Wowzer, 40 yards down the field for Hauser. Templeton setting up shop in near the red zone there. 2 plays later, Bernal to Avery Shannon. That's a touchdown. And we've got ourselves a 13-0 Templeton lead over Heritage Christian. 2 minutes later, Michael Debasarian going to pass it downfield. Scotty McCutcheon, did you see that? The hook and ladder to Alex Alcala? Yeah, they didn't come all the way from the San Fernando Valley without a few tricks up their sleeve. We're down 13-7. Still in the first quarter, Shane Campbell shakes off the tackle. 35 yards for the touchdown, 20-7. Templeton leading. Second quarter now. Another quarterback's in there. They get the ball to Messer. Messer inside the 5-yard line. He just keeps making guys miss. 3 plays later, it's Nate Avery for a touchdown. The highlights do not lie. Templeton wins big. Final 47-21. Templeton advances to the quarterfinals with a 9-2 record. The Napomo Titans enter the playoffs well rested. They had a bye last week, and now star quarterback Matt Albright and his troops ready for battle. Napomo beginning the playoffs at home against the Bishop Montgomery Knights of Torrance. We're going to pick this one up second quarter. Austin Garb throwing to a wide open safety. That's not good for Bishop Montgomery. It's good for Templeton. Peyton Witcher, pick 6, 40-yard touchdown. Napomo defense came to play. How about another interception? Kaiji Vogue getting the pick, ensuing drive. It's Harrison Labastida catching it in the flat. He's one tough dude to bring down, breaks a couple of tackles, finally goes to the ground. That sets up this from their own 10. Chris Owen gets the call, and boy, did he find a hole, right? Untouched, it's 14-0 Napomo. More Napomo action. Nick Kimball catching the screen from Albright, slips a tackle. He's going to slip in the end zone. 21-0. Hey, first signs of life from Bishop Montgomery. 5 minutes left in the second. Garby going to air one out. Bernard Amofa. Big plays only count if you can turn it into points, and the Knights do. Chris Hughes punches it in, but Napomo takes the momentum right back. They're going to get those 7 points back. It's Antonio Navarro. Touchdown, and Napomo wins big. 58-7, so they're going to move further into the playoffs with a 7-4 record. Well, a couple other Northwest Division games, both Mission Prep and Morro Bay lost to undefeated teams. Tell you what, Morro Bay almost pulled off a big upset.
That would have been a big one. Well, more 11-man football in just a bit, but now let's turn to the 8-man variety. The action tonight, second round of those playoffs. Orchid Academy hosting Avalon. Both of these schools are ranked in the top 7 in the state in 8-man football. Orchid Academy head coach Tony Payne getting his team fired up for the Lancers coming in from Catalina. Just 23 seconds into the game, Avalon gets on the board. Jose Carmen Silva takes that from short yardage, and 2-point conversion is good as well. It's 8-0. Spartans answer back later in the first with one of the plays of the year. Check out this catch. Darren Miller, rolling left, Jalen Holford. Whoa! What a grab, a behind the back, amazing catch. That's good for a touchdown. They do another extra 2-point conversion. We're tied at 8. Ensuing possession, Orchid defense coming up big. Avalon quarterback Christian Martinez chucks one downfield, but waiting there is the Spartans, Louis Pignon. It skips the interception. However, the Spartans would go 3 and out after the turnover. Yards just tough to come by for Orchid in this one in the second. Miller to Isaiah Oropeza, and he's quickly brought down by Silva, and the coach here just can't get anything really to go. So Orchid Academy season would come to an unfortunate end here. They would finish the year with an 8-3 record. Final score 56-20. Orchid Academy's fine season comes to an end.
Off to San Marcos High School, Laguna Blanca hosting the second-ranked team in the state, Thatcher of Ojai. First possession, Thatcher going for it on 4th and 8. You don't see a lot of kicks in 8-man football. They convert, and it's going to set up a run by Lucas Cessna. Cessna runs left into the end zone. Remember, it's a shortened field. Thatcher scores first. 8-man football, why not go for 2? Cessna finds the only receiver left off the roster for Thatcher. They take an 8-0 lead. Still the first, Griffin McMahon drops back, buys some time in the pocket.
It's a run. No,
and I think this guy's pretty open. What do you think? Mitch Weil, touchdown, takes it away, all the way 60 yards. Floodgates are starting to open, 16-0. Another possession for the Toads. Another touchdown, Mitch Weil on the ground. Laguna Blanca has had a really good year, especially this guy, quarterback Stephen McCaffrey. Was the athlete of the week at Santa Barbara Athletic Roundtable just a couple weeks ago. He punches it in himself, but not enough firepower for the Owls. They lose 60-24. Laguna Blanca ends up 6-4. Thatcher moves on with an 11-0 record. Back to 11-man football.
That's right. The Pacifica Tritons were denied a perfect regular season and the first Pacific U-League title as they lost to Oxnard last week in the street rivalry.
Yes, no time to sulk. The playoffs are here for the Tritons. They opened up at home against Redondo Union. Centeray de los Santos was there. She has the highlights.
Even though Pacifica's perfect record got ruined last week, they're still looking to make school history and get that first playoff win.
Not only is it going to be the first home playoff game, it's going to be the first victory that we've ever had.
We get it started in the first where Don Salas, a.k.a. Buddha, on the attack, first letting it fly, but falls into the hands of a Seahawk. Ryan Amelin with the grab, and he takes off down the sidelines, finally gets brought down at the 20, which brings us to the second quarter. Redondo Union in perfect position to do this. They hand off to Jerome Jackson, and the Seahawks get on the board first, 7-0. To the third, another handoff again to Jackson. Now he beats the Triton and is gone to the end zone untouched to make it a 14-0 ball game. Over? Oh no. Salas gives it to Jacob Neary, and Neary showing off his speed and moves, giving the fans something to cheer about. So that would lead to this. It's Vines time. Salas throwing it to the end zone, hooks up with DeAndre Vines, and Pacifica is now down by a touchdown to the fourth quarter. Salas going deep, so deep I lost the ball, but then find it in the hands of Vines once again. Pacifica with a shot to tie this game up, but the extra point, no good. So the Tritons are down by a single point, 14-13. So now Pacifica desperate to score once again. Salas hits his man Vines one last time with the clock running down. That would bring them to the 10. On fourth down, they would go for the field goal, and it looks good, but it was a tad off. Redondo Union would take the lead and watch the clock run out as Pacifica falls in a heartbreaker at home, 14-13. They would go on to finish their season 9-2.
All right, thank you, Centeray. Also from the Western Division, Simi Valley, first playoff appearance since 1992. Pioneers defeat North Torrance big. Rio Mesa losing big on the road at 11-0. El Segundo. Buena falling in overtime at Calabasas, 47-41. Up next, West Torrance.
Okay, just pause everything. Calabasas and Simi Valley playoff wins.
I know. You're talking 25, 30 years.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah, good for them. All right, up next, we go to Ventura, where the big boys are in action.
That's right. The Pac-5 division. Highlights from St. Bonaventure's contest at Norco. This was wild.